Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is the wheel. This is a little more complicated. How we're going to do the wheel is, see the shaded part right here? We're going to draw that shape and then we're going to revolve it around the center axis. Once we do that, we'll then go in and add the holes by using a circular pattern, and then we'll finish it up with the connecting pins right there. So the first thing we need to do is open a new part. And create a 2D sketch of this surface. Okay. And we draw this shape right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw just a line of some random length. Now this is the line I'm going to be measuring everything from. It's going to be the center of my circle. So next I go over here and I sort of draw this shape roughly. Okay, so there's sort of the base shape, and that line and that line should be parallel. And now I need to start sort of putting in all the different curves and things and the dimensions. So I know from here to here is 0.25, and I know that from here to here is 0.75, and I know that from here to here is 1 inch. And actually hit escape. Okay, I made a little mistake. Go down here. This has a hole of 0.28, so that means from here to here, which I need to actually select dimension, from here to here is 0.28 divided by 2, because that's going to be the create the hole. And then from here to here is 0.25. So you can see right there that that's going to this edge. So there's sort of the basic part. Next thing we need to do is do a circle that's located at the center here and the edges, and then the circle has a dimension of 0.25. That means from right I did the coincidence to make sure that those were touching. Okay, so there's the curve part right there. And then the next thing we need to figure out is how thick this is right here. So I need this thickness. And this from here to here is 0.25, and then from here to here is 0.125. So we go over here. Okay. And this right here should also be a dimension of okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I need to put these curves on here, and I'm going to do that using the fillet tool. Which is located right here. And the dimensions of those curves are 0.0625 for that one, and okay, so since it says typical right here, that means all of these curves are 0.625 that we need to put in. So that means this is 0.625, that's 0.625, that's 0.625, and that's 0.625. And that's pretty much our basic shape. And just going back, and that's a straight edge, and that has the curve. So the next thing I'm going to do is finish this beautiful piece, and we're going to do a revolve of that shape right there around that axis. And we're going to do a full revolve. And there is our base wheel shape. Okay, so that's done. Next thing we need to do is put the circles pattern on the inside. So I'm going to do that from the back side of this. I'm going to flip over to the back and create a 2D sketch on this surface. And basically, I'm going to draw two circles, one that has a radius of 0.375 and one that has a radius of 0.625. So over here, do one circle, 0.375, and then the other one has a radius of 0.625. look at this and go, something is seriously wrong. This whole thing should be 1 inch. Okay, and the reason this looks so wrong is these are giving me radiuses, and what I dimensioned were diameters. So I simply need to take each one of these and multiply it by 2. Okay, and then that looks much better. And so now, yeah. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is actually start drawing my shape.